talk a little bit about Lake Highlands and the community that we have here, the
Sure.
outstanding school that we have. Lake Highlands, it's grown from a single elementary school in the 1950s. I was not born then, in case y'all are wondering. Into one of the most recognized communities in Richardson ISD. It began as a small neighborhood campus, expanded rapidly, and eventually leading to the middle and high school openings in the 1960s. And y'all, I live here. I know it's special. What makes Lake Highlands and the district special is the strength of this community, and it really is a strong community. I mean, there are generations of families that stay connected to the school, that continue to invest in programs and the future and the current students' facilities, student success. I mean, this district is known for its diversity, strong academics, and the culture, really, that helps them succeed in college and beyond.
That's awesome. Listen, in 2023, the Lake Highlands boys high school basketball team captured the Class 6A state championship for the first time in school history in 54 years, all right? Now, their achievement symbolizes the drive and excellence embodied across the school and the district. Now, today, Lake Highlands stands out because it blends tradition with progress, a place where long-standing pride meets modern opportunity and where every student is supported by a community, there's that word again, by a community that genuinely believes in them. It's just really an exciting time.
Absolutely, and like I said, I mean, this community it's just phenomenal. I've been a part of it for many, many years, weeks.
That's awesome.
I don't want to say decades. That's
You don't have to
tell y'all
say
my
that.
age. I don't need to say
don't
that.
have to
And
say
also,
that.
that's not true anyway.
You don't have to say that.
We've got, speaking of this community and the lifeblood and the heartbeat of this community, we have Superintendent Tabitha Branum. Thank you so much for being here with us, Tabitha. How are you?
I am so excited to be here with you all to celebrate the greatness of Richardson ISD. It's just truly an honor.
I love it. Thank you so much. So tell us, I mean, you clearly oversee all of the wonderful schools in Richardson ISD. I know what a strong district it is here in Dallas-Fort Worth. Tell us what makes it different. What differentiates our ISD?
I think what is most special about Richardson ISD, you know, we serve over 36,000 students.
Wow.
We have 5,700 employees. And genuinely what you heard from Coach, what you heard from our amazing student athlete, that heart, we are committed to making sure our kids leave at the end of the day better than when they came in.
Exactly.
We are about growth. We are one of the sixth most diverse district in the state, 40th in the nation. So when our parents choose Richardson ISD, they are choosing a learning environment that is going to be diverse, that is going to provide experiences for our kids that they can't get anywhere else, and that's going to make sure that they leave better than when they came in.
Oh, that's amazing.
Really
that's
investing
amazing.
in the kids. Love
So
that.
if you were to tell anybody that was in an outside district, what would you tell them to bring them to Richardson ISD?
You know, I think we really are focused on what does it mean to develop the whole child. We reckon 60% of our students come from poverty situations, may have trauma in their background, and we want to be the educational environment that can provide experiences that our kids couldn't get anywhere else. So how do we make sure every one of our students has field trips and we take them to places, we have them experience things so that they can connect learning, that they understand how to build relationships with one another, how to understand that they have a trusted adult that they can go to. And so I think that focus on the whole child just makes what we do so special. I don't know, every district prides itself on doing some of those similar things, but I think there's a different commitment level, and you can hear it in the words of our staff when they talk about our kids.
That's awesome.
This isn't a job. This is a life calling. It's a life calling, similar to what you do when you're coaching your athletes. It's a life calling. And I couldn't be more blessed to do what I do.
So 5,700 employees, 36,000 students. How do you personally stay connected to the people? I mean, that's a lot of people in your Rolodex. How do you stay connected to them?
It's really difficult, but I will tell you, it's no different than any other role, coach to athlete, teacher to student. It's about relationships, and it's about creating the space and the time to do that. So, for example, I I love social media. Now sometimes it's
It can be
Right.
Sometimes it's a lot.
It can
But
be.
when you have 5,700 employees, I'll spend an hour every day looking at social media and commenting on the things that our teachers are doing in the classroom.
That's
Because I
awesome.
can't get to 2,700 classrooms,
Sure.
but I can connect with them on social
social
media.
media, yes.
Every month, when I meet with our principals, I ask them to identify a staff member that needs to be celebrated, and I write them a handwritten note.
Yes.
That's awesome.
So that staff member reads this note and knows someone saw them and I see them and I celebrate them. So it's just creating the capacity and really prioritizing that and saying, I care about you. You're more than just an employee number. You're this human that is giving to other kids, and the least I can do is give to you.
The intentionality behind those
Yes, you
moments.
just have to be
absolutely. And I
intentional.
can, just in hearing Kate speak and Coach MJ speak, it's that intentionality that's
Yes, ma'am.
cascaded throughout.
Absolutely. Have
Yes.
anything?
No, that was just a breath of fresh air to hear. Being in a position like you, just understanding that the leadership, it comes from leadership. Everything you said makes sense, and when you're leading, the people that follow understand that, and they want to go out and lead just like that. So being able to do that and look what you're doing is amazing.
One of the things that we always talk about with leadership is that a lot of times they will say, like, well, you're the boss, and so you're at the top of the organization, and everything comes down from you. And we always say it's the opposite.
Yes.
I'm at the bottom, and my job is to support everything that comes above me, and that's me supporting our staff and our staff supporting our students. They are the most important thing that we do in Richardson ISD, and so it's really not top down, it is
It's
bottom
bottom
up.
up.
And my
Absolutely.
job is just to support.
Amen. I agree with you.
Absolutely. Amazing.
Supporting is amazing.
It is.
Yes.
It is. I often think times that often the people that we lead don't get a chance to hear what our journey was. So if you could tell us a little bit about your journey that brought you here to be the superintendent, which is a huge deal. You're leading as many people as you're leading, but it took a lot for you to get here, So give us a little bit about your journey, which brought you here, and why, as you mentioned to Coach here about it, your calling,
Yep.
Why did you feel that this was your calling and what brought you here?
I always knew I wanted to be a teacher from the time I was little. My mom has a picture, and I have it blown up in my office. When I was 6 years old, I was in my bedroom, my stuffed animals and my dolls lined up, and I was doing reading. I was doing a read aloud, and one of my stuffed animals, I guess, had gotten in trouble, and they were in the corner. Now, we don't put kids in the corner anymore, but they were in the corner because I was redirecting their behavior. So I didn't know that I had the skills or the talent to be a leader. And it was someone that tapped me on the shoulder and said, I see something in you.
Yep.
It was a mentor. And it was those individuals who said, don't always look through the door. Sometimes pay attention to the window because it might be a
Good
window
advice.
that opens up
Yep.
and you might want to jump through it. So I had
That's
spent
awesome.
most of my career, 16 years in Coppell ISD.
Okay.
And I was a teacher, principal, worked in
wow.
central office, and I never thought I was going to leave. I loved it.
Yeah.
I had built relationships.
Yeah.
I was a military brat, so I moved a lot when I was little. And so now I just like to root. I want
Yeah.
relationships.
Yeah.
I want to know people. I want
Stay
to.
put.
I just want to be stay in one place. But listening to those mentors, they said you have an opportunity to impact an even bigger classroom. And when Richardson ISD, there was an assistant superintendent of secondary that was opened up, and I would never have taken that risk, but someone said you need to go try. Richardson ISD needs you.
Yes.
And I interviewed, and I was offered the job on the spot the same day.
Yes, you were.
Awesome.
And then yes, and I think it's really it's about committing and being great at the position that you're in now.
Yeah.
I think too often leaders are always thinking about that next
that's
Sure.
such great
career
advice.
ladder, that next title. And I think if you're just really good at what you do in the moment,
Sure.
you are going to be seen, you are going to be celebrated, and you will be promoted.
Yes.
There will be that opportunity. You just be great where you are.
Absolutely.
And that's
Appreciate
really,
it.
I think, what I've lived by.
That's excellent advice
Awesome.
for the
Great
players
advice.
on
It really
that court
is.
and for anyone as well. Just
Yep.
to be great at what you're doing now.
We
Thank you for
appreciate
sharing
everything that you're
Love
doing,
everything
and we
you're
thank
doing.
you.
Well, I want to thank you all. There's really a lot of rhetoric and narrative out there about public education, and I think what you all are doing and having a moment to highlight, all we really care about is doing great things for our staff and our students and our community. We love our moms and our dads, and we just want to be the best district. So thank you all for highlighting and showing how amazing and beautiful our kids are. Like, they're just the best, and so thank y'all.
Well, I think you can drop the mic on that.
Yeah, I think we're done at that point. I don't think we have anything inspirational else to say. Thank you, Superintendent. Thank you.
This segment is brought to you by In-N-Out Burger, where fresh never goes out of style. Since 1948, In-N-Out Burger has stayed true to one simple promise: quality you can taste. Every burger is made to order, every ingredient is fresh, and every visit feels like the classic West Coast experience. Whether you are celebrating a big win, grabbing a quick bite, or fueling up for the day, In-N-Out Burger is your stop for great food done right. In-N-Out Burger quality you can taste.